Hey there and welcome to my channel. Today I'm part of Autoimmune Awareness Hub, and this hub is happening here in YouTube as well as Instagram, and I will be sharing all the details in this video, and it is also available in the description box. For my video I decided to make floral cards with two different techniques. The first will be a tone on tone card and the second is a spotlight technique. So something a little about autoimmune disease. It is when the body's immune system starts attacking our healthy and normal cells, and there are about 80 different types of autoimmune diseases where people have a lot of difficulty coping up with it because there's not much treatment, and the only treatment is to treat the symptoms. Some of them could be genetic, some of them could be triggered due to environmental reasons as well. So it is really nice to be a part of such hub to bring awareness about this disease and show our support. For my cards today, I will be using stamps from Crafty Scrapers, and for the sentiment I will be using Miss Ink stamps. So let's start with the first card. I'm using Thanks stamp set from Crafty Scrapers. This has this beautiful floral spray here, and for using this image I will be doing a tone on tone card. For this technique you need to use any dark cardstock and have an embossed image. I will be doing white embossing today for the outline. You can also use a clear embossing powder here, but I prefer to use white. I'm using a red color cardstock here, and I'm using my Versamark ink. I'm stamping it twice so I get a really crisp embossing done here. And then I will be adding white embossing powder, and this is from Ranger. I'm adding it generously here and then tapping off the excess, and I'll heat set this. After I've heat set this image, I'm just using my cloth to wipe away all the anti-static powder tool, and then to do the tone on tone technique I'm using a white pencil here. You can use this white pencil, any brand will work here. So first I started with this Lyra, but then I shifted to my favorite, that is Polychromos, because Polychromos I feel it's much brighter and better, so I decided to go with Polychromos. So here you can see I am just adding the white pencil, and I'm just adding some strokes, and then to add a little more interest here I will be using a dark red shade and blending the white and red together to give the beautiful tone on tone effect. While you're watching this video, let me share details about the hop. This hop is actually organized by Mayhem Crafty Cards, and I'll have a link to her channel below. So you have to subscribe to my channel and hers, and to have an extra entry to win the giveaway, you can comment on all the other channels in the hop, and remember to also hop on to the Instagram and check out the Insta hop as well. So winners will be announced in Mayhem Crafty Cards Instagram page. So remember to check out her page and participate in this hop. So as you can see here, I brought in a darker color of red pencil, and I'm just adding it to the other side. This is just to add a little bit of interest to our tone on tone image, and this gives a beautiful effect as well. Once this is done, I'm just going to trim the edges, and I will turn this into a card. I will be heat setting the sentiment as well. The sentiment I'm using is thinking of you, and I will be doing a white heat embossing for the sentiment and add this to a top fold note card. So our first card is done, and let's move on to the second one. So this stamp set was designed by me for Crafty Scrapers when I was a design team member for them, and I decided to do a spotlight technique here. This is like a super easy spotlight technique. You don't need to use any coloring. You don't have to do any coloring here. It's super easy to do. I'm taking a white cardstock here, and then I decided to do gold heat embossing for the outline image. I'm using my Versamark ink, and I'm stamping it a couple of times, and the embossing powder I'll be using today is gold from Wow. Here you can see how beautifully the embossing is there, though it is very mild. I'm generously adding the gold embossing powder, and then I'll heat set this. Since I'm not going to do any coloring here for the spotlight technique, I did not move my stamp from my MISTI. It is in the same place because I will be adding color cardstock here to stamp in the same place. I'm using here a red, orange and yellow ochre shades, and I'm trimming it down at every quarter of an inch. Since we don't have much of coloring to do, so I decided I wanted it at the bottom of my outline, and then I will just be adding these cardstock strips here using liquid glue. You can use a double-sided tape if you want, but I prefer to use liquid glue. And then once I am happy with the position, I will take this back to my MISTI and stamp it again using black ink. I am placing it in the same position, and I'm just adding the rest of the cardstock here so it does not disturb the heat embossed part, and I'm just stamping it. And here you can see the spotlight technique that I was telling about. This is really easy. You don't have to do any coloring or anything, and using this technique you can make multiple cards in very less time. I decided I wanted the sentiment right on top of the uh, cardstock strip, and then I went off camera and added some shimmer to the floral images, and my card is done. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and remember to check out the rest of the videos in this hop, and join us in our Instagram hop as well. And I will see you all soon with another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.